once again, we're back at it for another hour. What I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to work on the tail section, and then I'm going to start sanding. There's a lot of sanding to do. Let's see here. Now, part of the deal is to eliminate some weight on this thing, and I'll show you how we're going to cut some weight off the tail. You'll notice that the rudder, as it's sitting down on the stab, is hanging down about a half an inch. Well, I'm going to cut that off. And that was done on purpose to give me a little extra room. Let me see here. Pen that works, and of course that doesn't work. You throw these pens out that don't work. There's one that works. So, we'll mark that right there. Hey, Don, Alexander, Alan. Get them plates going, yep. So I'm going to be cutting off, I don't know, 3/8 of an inch probably. I'll leave it long so I can sand it, but I have another rudder here so I don't lose shape. So how I'm going to do that is with the saw. I'm also going to see about cutting the cowl loose tonight too, because I gotta start working on that. Come on now. How much did that cut off in weight? Not much, but everything counts. Now stand back and see how it looks. Hopefully we didn't lose too much. Out. Yep, that's good right there, like that. Okay. So now let's turn this around. We'll see about cutting this cowl off. This is going to be a trick. Easy getting heavy. "32 ounces, that's a turd." So I need to get a ruler. Use the light ruler John gave me. Saturday at John's, we'll be starting to dope this, so I need to get after it and get it closer. I'm going to do the, I mean, I wish I had more than an hour to do a night. Thank you, Greg. An hour a night to do, but I don't. So I got to see about getting this sorted out here. How am I going to do this? Want to get a scalpel with a new blade on it. And the new blade has got to be one of these blue ones. Okay, see if I can't cut myself. I had a strange thing happen. I won't tell you about it. It's not that important. Okay. How am I going to do this and get it right? Can't see. Maybe we need to turn it upside down. Get this off here so the pilot doesn't eject. There's so many little things to do. I got to work on the cowl yet, and the cockpit, and not enough time in a day. The pilot still needs work. Let's see, how can I do this? I guess like this would probably be the best. Maybe I ought to draw it on there. Don't fall down. You got no idea how much I worry about this thing slipping off of here. John has a neat setup, but he's got more room than I've got. Okay, there's the line. Yeah. Of course, I won't be able to find my little ruler. I know how to do it. Don't let the bastard get you down. This procedure I'm doing right here is only crucial for aesthetics. If you want it perfect, you know. Now I have to separate that cowl right on that line right there. Plus, I have to hold the saw straight. So this will be a trick. Hopefully I can do it. So far, so good. Of course, I'm at the end of the stroke on a saw. Unreal. I know I got a deeper saw somewhere. Now that's a saw there, buddy. That'll go through it. Keep spinning them plates. That saw has too thick a teeth. Hey, Craig. No, it'll be under 70. Trust me, it'll be under 70. Has to be. You know, I was talking to Dan just a few minutes ago, and you know, the rule has changed that it can weigh anything you want, run any line you want it. You just have to pull 10 G's. But the fact doesn't change that 70 ounces is 70 ounces, and in the wind, that is a killer. And I'm not that big a guy. And I cannot get this stupid thing to cut free. I guess I could. That's one side, I think. 2 3/4. I got 3s for it. My other one had 3 on it, but I can save a few grams by using 2 3/4 instead of 3s. And I think it's almost there. Got it. Yay! Now we can sand it flat. And then I gotta sand this to match. The pain in the ass. And we gotta hollow it out. Might as well fix these holes in this cowling too. Okay, block this. I'll have to block that when I take that off. So we need to take that off. I just had my stick in my hand. I guess a better view would be to be looking over my shoulder or looking down on it than far away. Well, let's see if it all fits back together now. It looks like I'm going to have to add there. The way it goes. Guess I better screw that down before I tack it on there. Put it on, take it off. Okay, what happened to the ball driver? Shit, shop ate it already. Use this one. Well, you guys have seen how many times I've had the cowl on and off just to get it this far. It'll be on and off another dozen times. Probably more than that. So now, put this on here. Find my glue. Being careful not to glue the whole thing together. And I'll take it back off and I'll finish gluing it. Put it back on and sand it out. I still got to line this thing with 64th. Dropped it on the floor anyway. There it is. These are not blind nuts. They're threaded brass inserts. Just because they give you more thread area than a blind nut. What made it before the end of the day? Oh, great. Some guy, Sandy. Yeah, we're just getting started. Only not halfway in yet. Well, I know what I wanted to check too. I wanted to make sure that an 8-ounce clunk tank will fit in there as well. I think it will. All right. If you look at this, we're going to glue this on here. Why does that look so funky? Might have to add some there. Well, that ain't gonna work. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. So we'll go ahead and glue this on. I can really see how far out of shape I am on this. So which side's out of shape? It's this side here. Yep. So put it back on. Well, I better hit it with kicker so it doesn't glue itself down, just in case. So now that I got that off, let's cut a couple of plugs for these holes here, because we're going to repair it. I'm not going to make a new cowl. because it gets glassed anyway. So we'll make a couple plugs here. Oh, pilot cracked and burned. Okay. How do you get a square thing into a round hole? It's only wood. My buddy John says it's only wood. Okay, so that's close. I'll zinc it with some sandpaper and shove it in there and cut it off. Oh yeah, we're fine. We're good. I gotta do another one. Only this one, a little more round than that one there. I'm showing you my secrets now, guys. Pay attention. Pretty close. Hit it with the sandpaper. Hey, Kevin. So it has to have a hole. Maybe I ought to cut that square because it's kind of oddball shaped here. Probably not. Round holes, less stress risers. There it is. There it is. Okay, got that. Now cut it off. I've been waiting probably a month or better to plug them holes. Well, we got 18 watchers. Let's see. It ain't no secret. Just common sense. You bet. Common sense ain't too common anymore, though. Okay, so we got those holes plugged. Let me get the other sandpaper, the other block. I'll hold it in my hand and do it. One side. If you listen, you can tell when to stop sanding. Did you hear that? Did you hear that sound change? Can't feel it. Now, when I fiberglass this, that'll all go away. So, put this back on. We gotta. This here needs to come in. So let me shape this a little better. All this material needs to come out of this. It's a ton of work, but I got to get the outside shaped before I can do the inside. This piece here, all this material comes out of it. You know, it'll stop right there. There'll be a roll. It'll be like a, oh, I don't know, eighth of an inch all the way around that. And it'll roll down inside there. That'll give you the best cooling flow. And I need to put that back on, bring that into shape. Common sense. Yeah, there ain't no common sense no more. Everybody's a doofus. I'm glad you guys are getting something out of these video series that I do. Like the one gentleman said that he learned how to cover from my videos. If you take away nothing else from my videos as far as building, it's my finishing technique where you only get 1 quart of dough. That's probably going to be the most helpful thing to advance your building skills. Paint stick, stir stick, 80 grit paper, great for shaping. You look at the light and you can hit the high spots. You'll notice that as I'm shaping this, I'm just taking off the high spots. And we'll get it roughed in, and then I'll come back with the 180 and I'll hand sand it. It'll look like it was meant to be that way. This ain't no bad Chad where I take a DA and 80 grit sandpaper and try to make something flat with a jitterbug. And believe it or not, sanding around is easier than a straight, than a flat. Let's see, the biggest thing I have gotten out of watching you has to be the hinges. The hinges are good, yes. I'm sure you heard the story of how them hinges came about, right? It only took me 25 or 30 years to figure them out. Just like DC 540 took me 25 years to find that, and the minute that I shouldn't have told everybody about it. It worked so good they took it off the market. got 4 cans left. I'll have very little sanding to do there to make sure they meet each other. Well, we didn't get as much done tonight as I wanted to, but got something done. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm using the shadow, using the light to get this round. And I'll be doing this all the way through the finish too. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And it all gets ground away. I'll take a Dremel tool and buzz it in there. Once I get this edge that I want, the 1/8 inch edge all the way around in there, I'll harden it up with CA. Of course, this all gets fiberglassed back to this split line right here. So it'll be fiberglassed all the way down to that line, and then this whole bottom cowl will be fiberglassed. We need to switch up. So this 320, yep. We'll run, it'll be 8 o'clock. Yeah. looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I'll have to clean this place up again. And if you look right there, there's a hard line, so I don't want that. Sand that off. Should be no flat areas on this. Now my other Thunderbolt, I had a bigger opening in this. And I think that was one of the mistakes that I had aerodynamically with it. It flew all right until the engine quit. And then you could hear the wind rushing through this fuselage. It'd go boo, made a howl. My hole was probably a quarter-inch bigger than that one, so we don't want to do that on this airplane. So that I can chalk that up to something I've learned from my other one. Basically, all the changes, what I've learned from my other 5 Thunderbolts, are in this airplane. All right, let's see here. You guys are, well, I'm looking at the camera here and I'm candling it through the camera to see the hard lines. And that looks like we're getting it down pretty good. That looks pretty smooth there. Five minutes left. And I could go on for hours and hours and hours, but it's just so hard to talk for an hour with nobody to talk to. Yeah. got big, big sanding to do on the bottom. Oh boy. I don't feel flat though. That's better. I think that's going to have to wait till I glass it to get that one out. Yeah, stand back and admire your work. Looks pretty close. You guys see what I'm doing with the camera? This one here is not going to go away till after it's glass. But I made that worse. Wish I could get that one out. I not only can I see it, but I can feel it. But I don't think it's going to get out of there until I get the fiberglass on it. Right there. So, you gotta stop. Ain't no sense in keep going on it. I just dig a hole. Dig a hole. Now this fuselage is split right there. The formers are made so that the fuselage comes down and then cants in. So it was split from the center of the wing all the way forward here to get it to bend around. Because this thing is really round. Got a lot of shape to it. All right, we are 1 hour and 3 minutes in. I appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, and share. The sanding will continue till morale improves. I got all this to sand yet. I mean, the sanding is, I'll get after it this weekend. You can bet on that. I'll get a lot of the sanding done. During the week, I'm just too tired. Been standing all day. When I come home, I usually sit down for an hour and a half and watch some TV, catch up on emails, look at the form, make sure it's operating correctly, approve any members that might have joined. And about that, make a phone call or two, and then about that time, it's time to come on for an hour. And after this, I eat dinner, and I go to sleep. And I get up and do it again. That's why I can only do about an hour a day on this. Coming along nicely. All right, guys. Like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you tomorrow night. Same time, same channel. If I can find my mouse, which I can't find. Where the heck did it go? There it is. Fair winds, tight lines. We'll see you tomorrow. Keep building.